So I wasn't exactly the brightest kid when I was growing up. I used to jump off the roofs of buildings just to see what would happen. My favorite game at recess was standing in front of a wall while kids launched Beyblades at me, and one time I tried cooking mac and cheese in the microwave without water and set my house on fire. So this story should come as no surprise. When I was 8 years old, I went to my grandparents' house with my mom for a sleepover. Typically when I visited them, all that usually happened is I played basketball in their driveway, ate some of my grandma's special eggs, and played Tony Hawk with the big head mode she'd enabled. But this wasn't any ordinary visit, because as I was pulling some Larry Bird style moves in the driveway, I heard a bunch of kids next door having fun in the neighbor's pool. I glanced at them and they waved at me asking me to come over, so I called it quits on my future career in the NBA and rushed on over, cause I didn't have many friends at the time, so the prospect of making new friends while also getting to play in a pool sounded like a pretty good deal. I ended up hanging out with all of them for a few hours. I had a lot of fun and I made some pretty good pals during a heated game of Marco Polo. Or so I thought. See, I had such a good time hanging out and making friends that when I went to bed later that night, I was laying there next to my mom with my eyes wide open because all I could think about was having fun with everyone again. This continued until about 2 in the morning where I still couldn't fall asleep, so I figured fuck it, waiting is for nerds, and I snuck out of bed, headed downstairs, and left my grandparents' house through the back door because in my infinite wisdom, I thought it would be a great idea for me to go over to the neighbor's house to try to hang out with everyone again. At 2 a.m. As an 8-year-old. Once I was out of the house, all I had left to do was hop the fence and figure out a way inside. I immediately noticed their patio door next to the pool. Surely there was no way that would work, and it was unlocked. I swung it open, and just like that, I was inside their house, roaming around with reckless abandon. Seriously, there wasn't an alarm, a barking dog, nothing. All it took for me to break into this place was the power of friendship. As I was quietly walking around the house trying to find someone to hang out with, their dad pops out and in pure disbelief asked me, "What are you doing here? Can your kids come play now? I don't have time for this shit. Get out, now." Okay, so I go hop the fence again and sneak back into my grandparents' house. I thought I got away with it until I walked into the room I was supposed to be sleeping in and saw my mom in a Slavic rage. See, it turns out when I thought I was gracefully hopping the fence, I was actually making a shit ton of noise and woke her up. So she saw the whole thing from the bedroom window. Let's just say it didn't go well for me. But that was my first time ever breaking into someone's house. I'd say it was some pretty good life experience considering later on in life I had to utilize what I learned when breaking into motel rooms at my front desk job, so it all worked out for the best. I never saw those kids again though. Probably has something to do with how I kept winning at Marco Polo, but who's to say for sure? Anyway guys, thank you all so much for watching the video, I really appreciate it. And a special thank you to my patrons over on Patreon. If you'd like behind the scenes commentaries on the videos, Discord access, and more, then check me out on there, and I hope you all have a rad day.